Hello, welcome to the Crafts Cafe. Today I'm taking some scrap pieces of clay that I had and we're going to make a scrap block and slice it up and get this beautiful, hopefully beautiful, marbling technique that has been something I've been watching and wanting to try. And we're going to take a look and see how this works out for us, okay? And we'll do some cuts and make a earring set out of it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is just slice up. I don't even remember which colors these were. Um, and you just kind of cut it into small pieces. You can do large pieces. It just really depends on what kind of marbling look that you're going for. And since I'm so new at this, I'm just going to make all my pieces kind of small. And then this one was pretty. It has like a lot of white with the lavender into it. And we're going to just slowly cut this all up. It is pretty sticky. This one had some, I think, foiling in it with the very pale, I don't know what color you would call that, like a sunny yellow. It's a lemon, a light, light yellow. And then this one was that one that I used the white with the like a mm, like a sea kind of blue chalk paint. We have some orange and white. So it doesn't seem like at first like all these colors are going to go together, but I think you're going to be amazed. I've watched so many tutorials on this and other creators put some colors. I was like, what? It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. But I think when you see how these pieces can all go together like a mosaic, you're going to be kind of shocked as I was, and you're just not even going to believe it. So I do use, I believe later on you're going to see me show some acrylic paint with it and different things. So we're just gonna like keep chopping this up, and then I have some pink. So these are all kind of like very, I mean, colors that you just wouldn't even imagine you would put together. And we just chop, chop, chop. And you can make them like different sizes. You can make some of the colors smaller than the others, make some of the colors larger. For this tutorial or this demo, it's just that I'm going to do them all pretty much the same. I think I have some small pieces. Sorry about the camera angle there, but I couldn't really cut it all with the angle at the right place. But here we go. We're going to have it all cut up here. And one of the big things about polymer clay is the more different things that you put into the clay, whether it's acrylic paint, foils, mica powders, any kind of embellishment, it will become less sticky. So when you're doing one of these blocks with the scrap, and I'm just kind of breaking them all up so that it really gets a good mixture when I do put it together, you're really going to have to start pressing it. They do make a conditioner, which I do have. All the brands pretty much have it. I have this Sculpey conditioner. So if it really got too dry because of all the different elements into this clay, I could put a drop or two in there. Not too much. A drop of that conditioner goes a very long way, and it just helps to keep it moist so that you can keep things sticking together, and it will bake just fine. But I'm still breaking apart the pieces that I just chopped up. I know you can't really see it so clearly here, but that's what I'm doing. So we've gotten that all together. And here I'm just using some acrylic paint that I got from the Dollar Tree. It has a little glitter in it. So again, it's going to have a different, another element to it. And I just spread that out. I should wear gloves. I think I will in the future. That's also going to have the effect that you want to help it kind of stick together a little bit. don't worry, we're going to show you all this. I'm still pulling pieces apart. And then you want to let this dry. So after you add any kind of paint, you want to get it coated, but then spread it out and let each piece, kind of let the paint dry. Otherwise, you're not going to get, it's all just going to become mush and the paint is just going to get muddled and it's just not going to do the effect that you're looking for. So I'm separating to make sure that acrylic kind of gets on all the surfaces of each of those little pieces that I can get it to. So it is a little bit of a process. So I'm just mixing it, separating it. Okay, so the paint has dried, and now I want to add some of these silver foil pieces, which are sticking to my fingers. Um, and you'll see other creators use those sheets. I save those sheets for the bigger pieces that I actually, since I have these, I'm going to use these. If I didn't have these little pieces in this jar, which will last a long time, I'm just going to throw them out here. I think I end up just putting a bunch on there and letting it lie where it lies. But these foil pieces do stick really well to the clay. And I just want to get enough on here so you can actually see it when you do decide to cut into it. And you'll see that. So there we go. Just want to get a bunch on there. Okay, so that has the foil, the white acrylic, but that wasn't enough. I didn't stop there. I think I wanted to make this like full on everything. So I decided to go ahead and add some mica powder, and I used this bronzy mica powder on top of it, and I rolled it around and just coated everything with that. So that's what you see here. And now I'm going to start to shape this and put this together. And you just grab it and you start. Now, this is what can take a lot longer than I'm going to show on here, but you definitely want to squish it all together and you end up, you want to eventually have like a block and this, and you can push this for a good, like, you just want to make sure it all adheres because when you slice into this, you don't want the pieces coming separated internally. So that's what I'm going to spend some time doing, and I'll show you the piece here in a second. Okay, so you did see me like cut in half. So I split it, I smashed it, rolled it, made sure it was going to be totally adhering to everything. Now we're going to slice it and see what the inside looks like. And so there is your marbling look to it, which it's weird that it has a lot more white, but I did have a lot of white, I guess. So that's what it looks like. That's the end piece, kind of like the loaf of bread. A lot of people don't use the end piece. They save it as a future scrap pile for doing more. Um, so what I'm going, whoops, looks like there. So now I'm going to slice up layers of this and lay it together, and then we're going to make a sheet out of this whole thing. And because it's my first time, I'm like pressing it together, but I mean, really the roller would do that too. So kind of putting it together in a different format that I've seen other people do. Just, there's really no wrong way, unless you're trying to get a connective marbling with the other piece, but it's really going to roll out and you're going to see. I'm like really shocked at how different this. I'm always shocked when I see any creator slice into their slab and see what the inside. That's always the exciting part, to see what it's going to look like on the inside. So it's really exciting to see that. But you can see how that mica powder um, kind of brought out some of it too, and I do like how that looked. So we're going to roll this out, and then I think I put this in the pasta press. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't need to, because it's all conditioned, and a lot of times the pasta press is to condition the flat or your clay. This looks so pretty, but you can see I got the mica powder all over me. I should have worn gloves. Lesson learned. But it washes right off too, so it's not a big deal. I do like how this slab came out. I did run it through the pasta. So I don't fold it. Look at all those colors, and just, it really is shocking how sweet and pretty and different it looks. So I'm going to peel it up, I guess, and show you the other side there. Clean up my slab here because that's my tile that I bake on too. And we're going to put this down. So I use a piece of paper. I've seen others do this. That's where I learned it. And it just gives a smooth surface, gets away any kind of weird, like if your nail hit the clay. And I could have stopped at that point, but I'm obsessed, and I just want to make sure that I get a nice even roll. There we go. I can't wait to cut into this. Okay, so I'm just admiring all the colors and trying to figure out where I'm going to put my cutter. I'm going to use this more intricate, like tile piece cutter. I'm going to use some cornstarch on here. So when I use the more intricate cutting cutters, I just do that, so it seems to help out a lot. Even though I have my clay on my tile, because the tile helps to keep the clay stuck to it, so you can pull your cutter out. And we're gonna use this cutter to make some earrings, and it really kind of embosses it. You're gonna see when I pull away. Trying to see the decor, the way the angles, the way the waves are going in this marbling, because I want to kind of match up. So I used a couple. There's one cutter. Looks like I pulled one out. So, oh yeah, the other one didn't work, so I just like pulled that out. I didn't show that part on here. So I got these pieces here, and hopefully I pull it up to the camera, because that's what we're here to show you. I always just smooth off the edges a little bit, even though you can sand it afterwards. Okay, so I zoomed in on the camera so you can actually see the floral. That cutter makes like a floral look to it, and you can see all the marbling effects and the different colors in that. And maybe I could have used a different cutter. It's just like there's so many different ways you can do this, and so many ways I will do these. But I was anxious to use this cutter, and I was anxious to try out creating a scrap slab, like they call it, and see what I could create. And yeah, so these are going to be some earrings. I think I have an extra one as a pendant, or I might have already moved it. Um, so I just have the close up on this area here for you. And you just slide it up. Okay, so these are out of the oven, and we're going to let them cool off. And then I'm going to come back real quick and show you what I made. And then you can let me know in the comment field what you think of them. Okay, so here they are. I do a close-up. I did take a silver metallic acrylic pen, and I did the sides, and then I hung some beads that I put onto an eye pin and made hooks and put them on. Um, and then in the center, I had a glass bead, and I could have baked it with that. I didn't, but I put those in the center of these to bring out the purple. that seemed to be emphasized mostly on this particular cut of that marbling slab. And I like how the purple came out, and I think it matched, and it was a great. And I meant to say I did bake it with the center bead into it. So I pushed those in and decided that at the last minute. I didn't get that on film, but these are the earrings. I hope that you like how they came out. Let me know in the comment field below. If you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do that. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you.